Who's this customer? How about this?
Take flight!
Stick around!
Kamisato art! Take Sometsu! Yeah! Ha! 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 Ta! My apologies! Ta! Ta! Ha! 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 Ta! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Ta! Whirling snow!
Tide
Yeah!
right!
Ta! Yeah! Ta! Ha! Ha! Ta! My apologies! Ta!
Show me your move.
Gather! Dawn, break forth!
Rises! You're pretty good. Slide! Sprint!
Rest and rebuild! Allow me!
I suppose this will do. We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
Someone looking for me? Oh, why if it isn't the traveler and his companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious island, huh? Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people. Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it to you two. said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Netland. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island. Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge. Oh, that makes sense! So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a big secret for the people of the Springs, so you can't just tell anyone, right? On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public. Oh! Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think? Sure thing! Well, what do you need us to do? Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam visitors. As the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this. It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would all... So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is... Oh, Paimon understands now! We're the... Exactly! And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. You betcha! If it's just a few scammers we're... Wonderful! Then here, please take this. Whoa, that's a lot of Mora. There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly... So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence... No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of that. I've marked the location of the scammers on your map.
A hot spring is a harbor, body and soul. My music's not juvenile at all.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. But how should we lure those... Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit?
Who the... Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought...
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly can't...
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious, be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh impossible for any average person to reach the island. But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts, and successfully reach their destination. Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic. Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who
He actually sounds pretty convinced.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me as your guide? Not to worry. I don't intend.
So you'd be
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor in and of itself.
smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him. All right, thank you. Then please.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Have a load of this!
Embrace the ice! Torrent, bring refuge!
Miscalculated.
Dawn, break forth!
Now escape! You need to hurry up!
Gather!
Yeah.
You need to hurry up!
Billowing surge.
So
Whirling snow!
Solidify! This is order.
Take flight!
let's move.
Hold the line.
This!
Race to the wicked!
So soon!
Gather!
Now escape!
Rest and rebuild.
Whirling snow!
Solidify!
Prepare yourself! Roasted fry!
Kamisato art! Submit!
You need to hurry up! This was well done!
Torrent, bring refuge!
No escape! Flames! Purge! Prepare yourself! Solidify!
Take flight!
Stabilize!
Whirling snow!
Hold the line! Billowing surge!
Take flight!
This is order.
Flames! Purge! Go! Escape!
My apologies!
Let's move out.
Embrace the ice!
Let's move out.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Huh? Oh. Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur, my senior. Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Koholosaurs. They say that Atta has actually... Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how...
Really? But how do we do that?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your... But, no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you...
All right, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person.
Huh?
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Koholosaur. Costs to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding...
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Koholosaur. With that kind of evidence?
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a...
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man. Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Okay.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say.
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta's instructions and...
Here's your group photo. I even pack it.
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the chief's mora to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence? Paimon's curious what... These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take...
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find...
Oh, all right.
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall... Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination.
You mean we're almost there?
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good... Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sun... According to Atta's insights, this is the place.
You mean the
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means...
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights! Even we...
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make an...
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no... We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your skin...
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Huh. Let's see. Huh?
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible. You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that...
Now he's trying to get away! It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I have dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can...
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence.
Sorry to say it, but he got us. Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split.
What do you mean?
The mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided...
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the mora that should have... There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. So take mora from others by force? Oh, that...
You... Ugh. All right.
We have witnesses,
Fine. Yes, it was...
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe! I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop... If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then what... That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of... I can answer this question along with your previous one about... There is no shortcut to the island. And most people don't even meet the requirement. If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the spring, which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made it there. There's a requirement? What? Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious... It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships. And therein lies the key point. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied the legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust. Therefore, the requirement to reach the island... So that's the key. From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly... But, unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else... That's true. But don't feel discouraged. Whether it's remote islands or ancient ruins, and let me tell you a secret. The or maybe someone already... No matter. If you two want to go adventuring elsewhere... Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily. Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested. A guide we could trust with our lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone... Oh, we could go find Mualani! It appears you've already made up your minds. Then, I'll be taking my leave. My assistants will pay you for all... Okay, bye-bye!
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why?
May I ask whether you've had some...
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters...
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or...
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been...
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the experts, bright colors can not only lift your mood, but also I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your luck taking a turn for the better.
You'd really do that?
You got it. Well, hello there! If it isn't the travel...
It's been a while, Mualani. Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink and...
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floater...
Whoa,
But let's get back to why you're here. Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You are guests.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island.
Do you have any...
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll definitely be able to reach the mysterious island.
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he isn't. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the mysterious island is different, and I don't know if I can guarantee that. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're actually asking a lot. Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a... Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the mysterious island.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is quite an occasion, though. Let's go check it out. Let me put up the closed sign first. Okay, come with me.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone. Indeed. Well done. No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down into a cavern like that.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mualani? Who knows, maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking.
You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from Sumeru who are bitten by the Kaholosaurs? They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
The commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can talk.
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success, then the commission fees won't be a problem.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot more than just a guide, right?
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our trip, right?
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands. I have made up my mind.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the legend is really hinting at here. Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary tourist.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example... new student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New talked...
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter. Waiting for a cumbersome client to find you before even trying to set off.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof? Why don't you wait until he's actually found the island before you start using his views to refute me?
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani. Or maybe your teacher.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking about him.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle New has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken up. After telling you about all the danger...
Actually, Paimon did...
No, please don't do that. Actually, if you want a chance of I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove...
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? With the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion...
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away. I've already had the plans for this trip written out for some time. Come with me.
Oh, it's that scholar guy.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra. Please use it.
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too. Hello again.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you, would it be okay for us to join your journey?
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and...
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understandable you're worried that we'll slow you down. So how about this? We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. But we won't officially be your clients. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result.
if you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal.
So you still refuse? Fine. Kariel, put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Varamdra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that island?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if I—
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope. I'll see you there.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends. The kind we can trust with our lives.
That's your plan? Very well, then.
Wonderful. On behalf of both Varamdra and I, thank you so much.
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me. Hey, Alapha. I've got some...
we've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories. Only
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey.
How much are we talking?
don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working to...
Oh, no, we're traveling as close friends who trust each other with...
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. We're ready, Laffa.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Isn't that still a...
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another... Afternoon, Uncle On.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grand...
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something...
All right. What are you...
A record player. Specifically...
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed.
Uncle...
Just...
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean...
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you...
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record.
That's,
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind.
Whoa. Then we could produce some really wild too.
Nice.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently...
Is that really a thing? Well, if it...
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record. That's the best I can do.
Deal.
Looks like Milani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy. Next...
What's wrong, Mulan?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the island. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a regular map. It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their... The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down, which brings us to today. The day I officially asked Uncle Nu for his copy of the map.
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel a little nervous. Sounds like it must be a pretty serious moment.
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better. We won't let Uncle Nu down, right?
That's right! Let's go and find him together!
Afternoon, Uncle Nu.
A surprise. Then you...
He's sorry.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. In some sense, you could say that you've already... It's just then. My feelings are a little...
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. After all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any guide of the people.
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be
Yeah. This time, I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no better than Uncle Nu.
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must do.
I understand, Uncle Nu.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must
Was this made with spinel fruit?
Right. Which is precisely why it's...
You really know me best, Uncle Nu. All right. Traveler and Paimon.
Yay! It's about time to meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day...
Traveler, Paimon! Over here!
You're here, Mualani! Oh!
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope...
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our...
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. It's a monument. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors. This will make our journey to...
Is there any theoretical basis to...
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis...
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great...
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh? Wow, there are a lot of
As expected, the first clue is related.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholasaurs. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part, so it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one or two.
You're a real pro at this.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholasaurs don't like gathering as herds.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the Springs would know. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever...
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away.
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kahola?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholasaur?
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, but it shouldn't be a problem at all for me.
No worries. We don't need everyone to... We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two. Travel...
Is that so?
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant Skull. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholasaurs sure seem
Kevin, you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that valley. Why don't you...
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholasaur. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings.
But on what basis?
Okay.
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me to come up with...
Let Paimon think.
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholasaur herd.
This is tricky.
Karya, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between...
Me? All right. When I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Kaholasaurs... But I'm not sure.
Oh.
You can just call me Karya.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholasaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around it, but this plant can help us solve that problem. Because we can apply the plant's extract to our body.
So, we're gonna...
Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy.
Perfect. Okay, let's try to make our... Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Kaholasaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. startle them. Follow me and stay close. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock. What are they doing?
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun? Too bad I can't understand what they're saying.
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs could understand Kaholosaurs.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks...
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to... That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me...
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Kaholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. See?
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
He's just obsessed with his research.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness. And so, there should be no...
Yes, I understand. And...
Mulalani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination. Now...
Hard to tell.
Aha! I got it! Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land. Find our next destination.
Really? You got all...
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps as a guide. Alright, break time is over. Let's... Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that...
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel...
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is as...
That is a possibility. But I don't...
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in that... Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built...
Oh, I remember now. Uncle knew...
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. And so, even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain... Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. Therefore, the area must contain many potential spirit ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times...
Oh, amazing!
Now everyone's contributing to the...
You flatter me. If my theory is correct, we should already be very close to the mysterious...
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Then let's start...
If I'm not mistaken... Look, that...
Whoa! It started glowing!
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does, but according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes.
there. We finally found a—
Great work, everyone! Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and if we don't operate the nodes properly, then—
Isn't that super—
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only if the 3 phlogiston nodes—
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just tried, and it clearly requires more skill than it—
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically should be able to— Huh? But in theory, this shouldn't—
If Varandra can't control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well—
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
Alright. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and operate the phlogiston node. I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more deep.
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so I'm not afraid.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast!
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me, then naturally, I'm willing to trust you.
Alrighty. Please be careful.
Now switch to the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. We did it, Mualani!
The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mualani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful.
That was perfect.
You were amazing, Mualani. There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again.
Oh no, you're right.
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge. Once they're activated—
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance.
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water.
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look. Hey, look over there!
Whoa! There's a giant whirlpool over there!
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What do you mean?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility. To reach the...
No way!
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the...
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, everything points to the path ahead being hit.
And what if you're wrong?
Brahmdra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. Unfortunately, the spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. So, our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the undercurrents will...
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but...
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come to...
But didn't we all agree to trust each other?
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it. Even if you try to convince...
No, I refute.
You!
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst luck
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning. You're not my guide.
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with... How about this? You and Karia wait here. I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build my case first, and then...
Well...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead.
Do you also think that this is a wreck? It's okay. That's completely normal. This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the whirlpool, if the scholars still choose to reject my plan, the same goes for the two of you. You are the commissioners, so if you think that... The good news is that I know the way back to the...
Mualani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us. We all managed to make it back from the Night Kingdom.
Aw, Paimon.
All right. Let's investigate this whirlpool. Matters of luck aside, he definitely knows...
I know, it's just that we can't see...
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool...
You're right. Maybe it's just like the phlogiston node.
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you doing?
I tried to persuade him, but Brahmdra insisted on... He said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps, the water suddenly began to surge and he was... I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came to call for help.
Oh, why did this have to happen now? Can we still make it into the world?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me which way he went, Karia.
Brûlant. Thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Oh, didn't I tell you to wait?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, the path to the mysterious... It's just... I didn't expect my calculate.
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now?
Seems we missed our chance.
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to...
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind. Do you think...
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. I think if I reactivate the nodes, that will call... The only problem is that we still don't know exactly when we'll be able to do that. It's already getting late now, and we've been on the move for a whole day. As your guide, I suggest we make camp first and have a good meal.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't interrupt while everyone's busy solving puzzles.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's...
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the tent.
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh, and here's a little camping tip. It's best to set the tent... What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. It really hits the...
Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit.
No. I'm just...
What was that sound?
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen. No.
Wow, so it really works! Paimon thought you were just playing.
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors...
Huh. Guess that makes sense.
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom.
Yeah, Paimon would like...
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, it's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan. And even the first...
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that even now, no one has even come close to his reputation. But oddly enough, after returning from... It really makes me wonder what the... how about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party!
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool...
Now's not the time to be a party pooper.
Yeah, she's right!
Alright, so...
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules.
Okay, sounds...
So, for the first question...
Oh, we were just talking...
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the first chief was thinking.
Paimon can go first. If you ask Paimon what the... Most importantly, it's about making the...
Yes, I can't agree more. Okay, next person. You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making... It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have a clear answer. Next, let's hear what...
Me? If you ask about my travels...
That doesn't matter. This is a party around the bonfire, not some...
All right. If I had to before you reach the destination, you don't need to...
Yeah, I get it.
I'm on too!
Uh-huh. I hope that...
All right. Now it's...
All right, if you insist. In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. The so-called journey. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find...
Not sure I complete...
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island to decide that he should end his journey. Before coming here, someone had stolen the result. All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without...
I sympathize with your situation.
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious island and find the correct results, my pain and struggles will become... What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong. So I'm willing to trust your judgment. I apologize for our previous... I must make it to the mysterious island. And if I have to entrust my life to someone else to achieve...
Was that actually supposed to be an apology?
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the springs. If the goal of the journey was to... Because the final destination of every journey is your home. It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. It's my hope that is what I would truly call a journey.
Just as you don't agree with me, I can't agree with your point of view either.
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of travel...
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round.
Huh? Oh. Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mulan and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
As long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you. Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Just in time. I was about to go look...
What the... You already caused the...
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time. We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of controlling them.
Oh, it seems after apologizing you've already become trusted...
Is now really the time to be teasing us? Don't forget that the whirlpools won't last all...
He's right. We should really hurry over to the map...
Even though we had this discussion yesterday, I still want to double-check.
You bet!
Okay. Then let's go!
Paimon accidentally swallowed some water. So scary.
I can't believe it. There are subterranean caverns under...
Milani was right!
Let's see where this cave leads. Come with me. According to the map, we need to head downward? Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Is that lava up ahead?
It appears these caves were formed by volcanic activity.
I see. Then the spirit ways were altering the lava's flow created temporary holes which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space.
Are all scholars from Sumeru like...
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet. Let's...
Whoa, what's that light?
Let's keep going. We'll be able to see more clearly up ahead. Watch your step. Follow closely, everyone. Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks. Off we go.
What a maze. There's lava everywhere.
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be...
There are plants growing?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit. Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on...
Isn't that the talisman your teacher...
Yes. In which case, could Uncle New have been... I'll be sure to ask him about it. Need a surfboard? Off we go. Careful, more falling rocks! Seems like this cave is getting more and more unstable by the minute.
There's so much lava.
The lava here doesn't look very stable.
from here. The light seems to be...
A distant light. Wait, there's...
Miss Guide, it seems Verandra has also discovered some...
I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where...
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontima Darshat. I specialize in ores and minerals. When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, one exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. Under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly... Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating...
So you mean we really found the mysterious island?
Rejoice! Even a small piece of that ore will be...
Really? Then let's hurry!
Wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
What?
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. When you see the golden light, then go the opposite way. What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my ancestors once visited.
Are you joking? You expect me to turn...
But Mualani's judgment has always been right. If she says head back...
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird again.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research. And this ore is the As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven. To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered complete.
As we agreed before, please trust my judgment.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure really exists, you don't want outsiders to take it, do you?
She's not that kind of person, Verandra.
The result is right before my very eyes.
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do...
Not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking? What the... Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Miss Guide, Verandra,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters.
Rest and rebuild! Covenant of the Deep! The lava is rising!
Verandra!
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mual?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time, but it will be a lot spicier than surfing on...
But that's way too risky! Okay then, we'll take care of things here! Carving waves!
The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, what's this? What kind of guy? Oh, spotlights. The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, what's this? Looks like I'm just in time.
It's right there! I'm almost there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way.
Why don't I give up? Well, I might not be able to do it.
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island and earn the highest honor for a guide. That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be able to question your abilities. And you want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you'd give up such an opportunity.
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back? Did you forget?
You...
Come with me.
No!
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't seriously...
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome. It's getting dangerous here, so we need...
No, I refuse! I can still stand! Let me...
Seriously? How can you be so childish at a time like this?
Verandra!
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was stolen and you didn't get any credit, I never doubted it. I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still succeed in your new research. So, I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because of his own stubbornness.
Kari.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's just the person we need to...
Mualani, the lava is almost...
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle New taught me...
Where did all these Ko'olo...
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it!
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. 1, we escaped danger and made it back alive. That's what I call good luck. I think...
Oh, really?
What's the point? We still didn't reach the mysterious island.
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll scare our good luck.
Actually, according to the map...
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Oh, here, look! Some hidden words appeared on the statue.
Really? Let Paimon try.
Congratulations, guide from the future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary, mysterious island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, They came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real mysterious island.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that would come after him.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is...
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed. The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where it ends. Yeah. I think I understand.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. The principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity. And the flowing lava will quickly... This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back.
Brûlant.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the people of the springs with me.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as...
Don't be so down. I have a feeling that the next answer I'm looking...
Paimon remembers now. There's still something important we need to ask Mualani's...
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path.
Uncle New! We're back!
Mualani. It's good to see you again.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious...
But you still have a question you wish to ask.
Yes. You've been there before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey.
Because I made a choice.
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as...
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with... Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts to wear off, and this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend. In the end, my companions and I all chose...
Oh.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo...
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed the trip?
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone. But there's no...
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mist. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility of a guide is to take the client to their destination safely. But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. This allows us to go to places that no one else can reach, and even find Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake. This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure younger generations into... Aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the mysterious, so they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to...
You've all given up on the results.
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Koalo as her teacher. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely if instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide. I'd say I have not returned empty-handed.
Karia, I've come up with a new research topic.
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to find evidence. In any case, I can't give you a...
Karia!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish that first before recruiting assistants? How could you forget?
Yes, of course.
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to...
Karia, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use... Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time. No. To be more precise...
I understand, Varamdra.
It appears this guest has also found his answer.
It seems he's finally put two and two together.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karia said. I can start some new...
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mulan.
But, Uncle New, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make...
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can pass it on.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our journey. As thanks...
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of the Springs, you know where to find friends.
Friends? I suppose we are theoretically friends now. Yes.
Well, that's one way to thank someone.
Then Varamdra and I will be taking our leave. I truly...
Okay, bye-bye!
You're back already. So, as news
what are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the island.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from New about how to make yourself feel. Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave me that same... New! I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found far... I've even been to... the mysterious island. Why do you still look at me as if my words...
Koalo. Even if you had never been to the island, no one would... But as for what we would deny about you...
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is officially finished, right?
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you. This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group...
What made you think of taking a group?
Well, we completed our trip to the...
You've earned the greatest honor for a guy.
Would you call it a sacrifice? After all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of...
No, I get it.
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey? It's a good one. Then let's make this...
Yep, Paimon's ready!
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur!
A blade its duty, as a jeweler cherishes... gems. Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Sweet!
Whoa! Whoa! Ah. Whew.
A duel is a battle of will. And the sword an extension of the duel. Spirit. If your heart recoils in fear,
Huh?